Joining us right now is someone who works as a local reporter in the Tumbler Ridge area, Trent Ernst. Trent, hello and good afternoon to you.
Hello, Gloria.
What has happened in your view? How did you become aware of this situation earlier today?
I got a message on Facebook saying that there was reports of an active shooter down at the Tumbler Ridge Secondary School. So these things occasionally happened, but I hopped in my car, grabbed my camera, went down there, and discovered all the roads to the school were blocked off. So as I was down there, the emergency alert came through saying that there was an active shooting event happening, and so I started live streaming from down there. Was able to stream for about 15 or 20 minutes before my phone died, because I wasn't expecting to be doing that. And then I kind of came back to my place, and I've been sort of working out of the Tumbler Ridge News headquarters here in my basement.
I see. Okay. Well, as you were live streaming and as you were there on the scene, just describe for it, what did you see? Just in terms of police presence, you talked about blocked off roads, but what were some of your observations there?
Yeah. So while I was there, I kept getting reports that more and more places downtown were being shut down and told to shelter in place. My wife works at the district office, and they were locked down. They were released a while back, but my daughter, who works at the YMCA daycare, which is right beside the school, is still, as of last I'd heard, is still sheltering in place there. Yeah. So while I was going to go live, two RCMP vehicles just came screaming by, but they didn't look like they were going to the school. And there's been reports that there's a house on Fellers. I was able to go and confirm that the RCMP presence at this house on Fellers. There are reports of unconfirmed reports that there were people shot in there, but I don't have anything on that now.
Okay. Can you just describe again, when you say a house on that particular street, what area of town would that be in? Can you give me a little more description for, again, people listening from around the province?
So Tumbler Ridge is kind of built on three benches, kind of three levels. There's an upper bench, a middle bench where the downtown core is. The school is right off the downtown core, and if you go from the school through the downtown core, it's about 3 blocks from the downtown core to this house. So again, I don't have any. I've heard rumors from people. I've heard people say this is what's happened. They're substantial rumors, but I don't really feel comfortable sharing them right now.
No, Trent, listen, I appreciate that. Let's deal in facts. Let's deal with what we know. And again, we don't have any other details from police right now. Listen, just on a personal level here, you mentioned your daughter. Your daughter is at the YMCA daycare. She works there?
Yeah.
Okay, and what?
So it's my eldest daughter. She's not attending there. She works there.
I see. Well, and I mean, that must have been one of your first thoughts when this is happening. How's my family? Did you reach out to her? Have you had a conversation with her?
Yeah, I've talked to her and my wife. My wife, both of them were working downtown. Both were locked down. They're both fine. There's apparently. The Tumbler Ridge Elementary School is also on lockdown. I have not heard yet that is being unlocked. I think the kids are still there, but I have confirmed reports from people who are on the scene that the students from the secondary school have been moved to the community center, which is, again, right next door to the school. The YMCA daycare is in the community center. So the students from the TRSS are there, parents are there, picking them up, talking to them. The Tumbler Ridge, or the RCMP, has been making announcements, but my sources in the crowd were unable to hear what was being said. So I don't have any information from there.
I see. No, and I'm really appreciative for what you have been able to share already. Your overall sense that, the fear, the chatter around town right now, how would you describe it?
I mean, people are definitely worried. There's unconfirmed reports that there's at least one person dead at the school, but nothing that's substantiated. I had somebody say that there were 2 people who were being medevaced out. Again, that's unsubstantiated. But so there's a lot of worried parents right now, and I haven't heard anything from the scene other than just.
Right. How are you feeling?
The ones that are glad.
Yeah, but as someone who works as a reporter in this, relatively small community, how are you feeling personally about what's going on your doorstep right now?
There was an event about 10 years ago that happened in Quebec where the person, there was somebody who killed somebody and sent body parts to their MLAs. I don't know if you remember that event. The week that happened, the front cover of the newspaper in Tumbler Ridge was this mama duck, these baby ducks walking through downtown. And I wrote about this saying, this is national news. This is Tumbler Ridge news. And I love the fact that this is Tumbler Ridge news, that our cover story is, oh, look, there's a mama duck and baby ducks downtown. And this really, there's that sense of quietness, safety. These things are things that happen elsewhere. They don't happen here. And that's been shattered. So.
I understand, and I know that it's likely to provoke some emotion. And thank you again for sharing that and what you do know so far, Trent. It's been really good to be able to check in with you, and we look for more details soon. Of course, we'll be sharing them with our listeners and our audience. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. Thanks.